Hey, hey, y'all. Dr. Mom here. Okay, listen, Merry Christmas. Hope y'all have had an amazing holiday season. It's still trucking for some of you, so hang tight. But I wanted to pop in here because I have tips and tricks for the season. Now, each and every person, whether it's an individual, a mom, a family, y'all need these. So let me get started. First, a little story. So my father-in-law was coming over to do Christmas with the littles, and I woke up the twinsies from their nap, and the girl twin was just really super clingy, right? And sometimes she can be that way. It's just a mama's girl. But I was holding her, and I was like, man, she feels hot. Like she is burning up, right? And so I was like, oh no, oh, this is no good. So of course I'm holding her, I'm loving her, but then I grabbed my oils and we were able to break that. I think she was at about a 101, 102 fever. And so we were able to break that within 5 to 10 minutes, right? Compared to what you could buy at the store, which takes sometimes up to 30 minutes, okay? So we were happy with that. So we have Christmas, you know, again, she's still kind of clingy. I could tell she wasn't herself. And after my father-in-law leaves, we are like, oh, time to do our yearly tradition. We are gonna go, we're gonna look at Christmas lights. We're taking, of course, all the littles and just looking at all the pretty lights. And about halfway through, I reached back because I just felt like something was off, and she is covered in vomit. Covered. And I'm like, oh boy. So we go home. Of course, she goes into the bath. But here's why I want to talk with you today. A lot of you might be facing exactly what I'm talking about, or some of you are nervous because your bout hasn't come, right? And so I want to talk to you. I always have a joke. You know how people talk about the 24-hour flu? Well, I say that with our doTERRA oils, we actually have a 4-hour flu. And so I want to talk to you about how Sis progressed and what we did and how quickly she was able to bounce back from that, okay? So again, we were able to cool down her body from the inside out and cool that body temperature within 5 to 10 minutes, okay? What did I do? Thanks for asking, right? So most common people, or the oil that people use is, I feel like the lighting is really off, but this is peppermint, okay? Whether you have the peppermint oil or peppermint touch, the doTERRA peppermint, just put it on the bottom of the feet, okay? That will cool the body from the inside out. It will also soothe the tummy a little bit. So again, you're getting twofer with that peppermint. I also put patchouli on her forehead to, again, just cool her down. She really felt like she was burning up. We took her temperature. So patchouli on the forehead. Now, I always like to see parents do 3 oils along the spine, just rubbing up, okay? We do 1 to 2 drops frankincense, 1 to 2 drops lavender, and 1 to 2 drops eucalyptus. Now, not only will that power combo of 3 really, again, just keep the body temperature in check, okay? Now, a fever is not bad. It's just kicking the immune system into gear so that it will fight, right? But we want to keep it in a safe zone. We want to keep it where it's fighting, but it's not a super high fever getting out of control. So those 3 oils not only help to keep the body in a really good spot, come to when you're talking the temperature of the body, but it's also incredibly soothing because of the lavender, as well as immune supporting, okay? So you're really just, again, I jump on the first symptoms with all my kiddos. Jump on those first symptoms and myself, right? Kick that crap to the curb before it can take over your body, okay? So that's what I love to see, those 3 on the spine. Now, something else that we start doing, we diffuse On Guard around the clock, okay? So we want to make sure that we are just purifying our air. We want to make sure that we're all breathing in that On Guard, which is our protective blend, okay? We want to breathe that in all the time. Why? Because we're giving our immune system extra support so it can fight off any of the virus or bacteria that it's come into contact with. I always start applying this also to the bottom of my kids' feet. In fact, every time they sit down, they're like, Mom, oil my feet, right? Because we want to be proactive. Why have the entire family of 6 they're all exposed, but why have them all experience vomiting if they don't have to? Fevers, if they don't have to. Whatever you're dealing with, colds, flus, anything that's contagious, if you don't have to. So be proactive, okay? Then also, let's talk about digestion, okay? Again, This is all things digestive. So you have the stomach, right? When she vomited, obviously we want to get out what she needs to get out, but we also want to soothe the tummy. So you can apply this to the bottom of the feet, just like you did with the peppermint, or you can apply it just directly to the tummy, rubbing a drop clockwise into the tummy. Now here's what was exciting. It wasn't exciting that she obviously ruined her car seat, right? But what was amazing was after I got her in the bathtub, I got her cleaned up. You can obviously do a bath with oils and Epsom salt. But you also just want to continue oiling her up until bedtime. Don't wake the child to oil them, okay? I always say oil when awake. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I woke up the next morning and I thought, what type of mess am I going to find? And I didn't sleep that well anyways, because of course, when you're a mom, you worry about your little. So I was thinking about her all night, wondering, how she was doing. Didn't hear from her, so I just, of course, let her rest. But she did not vomit again, okay? So not only were we able to, again, cool her body from that burning up, right, within 5 to 10 minutes, but we also allowed her body to just get rid of what she needed to get rid of and then soothe it so that she didn't have to vomit anymore. And by the next morning, she probably could have went to church with us, which we didn't. Okay, I stayed home. I wanted to make sure she was good to go, and I don't want to expose anybody who might not have oils on hand. But the point is that oils are kind of like toilet paper. Don't run out. Or if you don't have them, make sure they're in your home so that when that first symptom hits, y'all, you can jump on it. You're not 3 days away from shipping product, okay? So amazing tools. I just wanted to jump on, share some tips, share some tricks, make sure that you're jumping on the very first symptom that you experience yourself or that you see one of your children or even your husband, whomever is watching this video, right? Whatever it is that you experience, jump on the first symptom. That way you can kick it to the curb before it takes over your body. I don't ever promise you'll never get sick, but why be sick for 10 days when you can only be sick for 2? Or why have a 24-hour flu when you can only have it for 4 hours? Okay, you guys, tips and trick for today. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't talk to you before, and I'd love to hear from you if you have any questions or if you need a protocol concerning something that you are experiencing or that's going around your work or your school or whatever, what have you. I'd love to help in that way. All right, have a great day.